Mesanso Emma Obi biara akwa ababusuafo aha Mecca TV a na kyerɛ sɛ wohwɛ me a ne ɛkɔ so wɔ man kronkron Ghana mu ɛna mede ɛbrɛ mu. Nsɛm bi akɔ so wɔ yɛ parliament a na kyerɛ sɛ nsɛm a ɛyɛ honorable Kwamina Alexander Afenyo Markins ɛde abɛto mmɔnten no abusua ano ɛyɛ din yie paa. Me nsa aka audios ahorow na ɛne videos ahorow na ɛwɔ ha sɛ yɛnkɔgye nkyerɛmu no yɛba aba bɛdi ho nkɔ. Mɛsrɛ sɛ wobɛsubscribe na walike na wakyerɛ w'adwene nso ɛwɔ comment section hɔnom ɛde ama me na deɛ ɛkɔ so biara no abibia me de betum a wo so nya bi na wahwe busua yenko tie nsɛm ahoro a Kwamina Alexander Afenyo Markins de betu emonte so ne ba ya bedi hu kom.
Mr. Speaker, I'm most grateful for the opportunity to deliver my closing remarks as the House adjourns sine die for the Christmas holidays and its associated festivities. Mr. Speaker, as representatives of the people, it is time for us to return to our constituents and the good people of this country as the Christmas approaches, as the New Year festivities begin, and as the year ends. Mr. Speaker, first and foremost, I would like to commend all of us, and let me join the minority leader to commend all those who have helped us to have a successful meeting of the House. Mr. Speaker, before I delve into the details of my closing remarks, let me just briefly address some issues that the minority leader has raised. Mr. Speaker, our standing orders have made provision, and our Constitution has made provision for this House to be able to act expeditiously when it so desires. And that is why we have provisions that allow us to bring business under a certificate of urgency. I believe that the certificate of urgency is an instrument that is available to us. It enables us to act with dispatch as a House. I don't believe that the tool of certificate of urgency has been abused by anybody in this House. And this is not the first time that we are utilizing the tool of certificate of urgency to pass legislation. And the use of a certificate of urgency is not meant to gag or prevent the minority from participating in criticizing or critiquing and pointing out difficulties or problems with any policy proposal. Even when we bring anything under a certificate of urgency, we still create room for people who have, issues to raise those issues. And so sometimes when it is presented to the public as if any time that we are passing anything through a certificate of urgency, then there is something that is being hidden, that's not really fair and also misrepresents how this House functions. Mr. Speaker, I'm not aware that there's any attempt to gag the minority by use of investigative agencies. Mr. Speaker, I've been in this House for close to 2 decades. I've been in this House as an opposition member. I've been in this House as a minister. I've been in this House back again as an opposition member. and I've been in this House now, and I'm serving as the majority leader, in and out of power and in and out of the chamber. Why are all those thieves that stole this country's money still walking around in our streets? Why are all those thieves who stole this country's money, and you saw it, still walking in the streets and having the effrontery to be saying the things that they are saying? And I was stunned that, a cleaner in a hotel will confront me so frontally. And he looked me in the face and told me that, leader, we voted you people so that you will fight corruption. We want you to fight corruption. Mr. Speaker, if we don't hold each other accountable and fight corruption, there is no greater threat to democracy than failing to fight corruption. Those of you who know the history of this country, go and check the records. Anytime that a democracy has been overthrown, the first reason that the military dictatorship gives is that there was massive corruption and they were not fighting corruption. So fighting corruption is the surest way to sustain and preserve our democracy, in addition to delivering on social and economic goods. So we will continue to fight corruption. And if fighting corruption is what you misinterpret as attempting to intimidate the minority, so be it. Mr. Speaker, as for the issue about the Israeli retaliatory measures, I can assure you that this country will stand by its citizens. If a citizen gets mistreated by a foreign country, we will retaliate. We will retaliate. And so if Israel has mistreated a Ghanaian, Ghana will retaliate. And that is what has happened. And I can assure you that following our retaliatory measure, the situation has changed, and Israel is now treating our citizens with the kind of respect that they deserve when we get to their airports. Mr. Speaker, I have tried very hard to stay away from the discussions about the question of whether or not President John Dramani Mahama will be seeking a third-term mandate. Mr. Speaker, President John Dramani Mahama indicated in Singapore his view on the matter. President John Dramani Mahama indicated in Singapore his view on the matter. Why the opposition every single day will be discussing the issue of a third term in Ghana, I don't understand. Mr. Speaker, I know that due to the very, very excellent performance so far of John Dramani Mahama, Ghanaians are asking him to seek a third term. I know that. I know that because I read on social media, I listen to conversations, and Ghanaians believe that as a result of the good deeds of His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama, they don't want him to leave the presidency.
They believe a third term is possible.
And they believe that a third term is possible. And they are demanding for a third term. But John Dramani Mahama has not given any indication that he wants to go for a third term. But I have always said that Ghanaians will be the ultimate deciders of the future of this country. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, why do I say that? Please pay attention. Why do I say that? Next doors in the Côte d'Ivoire, the opposition leaders came to me when I was in the ECOWAS Parliament and complained that the president there wanted to go for a third term. And they were calling on us in West Africa to support them, to oppose and prevent the president from going for a third term. So I asked them, the president who is seeking for a third term, is he going to put a ballot box in front of the citizens and ask them to vote for him to go for the third term, or is going to wake up early morning and announce that he is continuing for a third term? And they said there will be an election to determine whether or not he should go for the third term. And I said, go and fight him at that election. Go and fight him at that election. Go and fight him at that election. Mr. Speaker, that is why I say that ultimately, it will be the Constitution, the institutions, and the citizens of Ghana who will determine the future of our country. Mr. Speaker, your guidance and leadership have ensured that our legislative process, though often cumbersome, were conducted within the bounds of parliamentary decorum and democratic responsibility. Why are you afraid of a third term? Why are you afraid? Why are you afraid? Mr. Speaker, even without a third term, look at how we have reduced your numbers. Mr. Speaker, your guidance and leadership have ensured that our legislative process, though often cumbersome, were conducted within the bounds of parliamentary decorum and democratic responsibility. Although the House encountered a low momentum during the debate on the budget statement for 2026, following the ruling of the Tamale High Court that called for the rerun of the Pandai parliamentary election, the House was able to restore order through your seamless leadership. The subsequent decision of the Supreme Court to halt the rerun, which was ordered by the Tamale High Court, reaffirms the strength of our constitutional order, the independence of the judiciary, and the rule of law. As legislators, we must continue to support reforms that strengthen electoral integrity and deepen public confidence in our democracy. I will also take the opportunity to commend the Honorable Minority Leader and colleagues in leadership for their cooperation and collaboration in ensuring that government business was conducted diligently. To the Clerk to Parliament and the staff of the Parliamentary Service, I say thank you for always being there to provide the needed technical support and assistance in the discharge of our mandate. Mr. Speaker, this third meeting, which commenced on the 21st of October 2025, comes to close today, 19th December 2025. The House had 35 sittings within a 9-week period. During this meeting, the House considered the 2026 budget statement and financial policy of government, which is one of the most important businesses that we conducted during this meeting. In pursuance of our financial oversight mandate, the House